be running the cooking because I have no idea how to cook. I'm a microwave chef at home. I'm a very good one, but you know, thank you, sir. Thank you. Not many people applaud that, but thank you very much, sir. So we have a special guest chef on board with us today. He works at D23. If anyone knows what D23 is?
I know.
D what? He works at Club 23.
33.
33.
It's D23.
D23 is the magazine, isn't it? I knew I was right somewhere. He works at Club 33. Who said anything different, right? Which, anyone know what it is? No, yes, it's like an exclusive club in at Disneyland in LA, and they have a little party room, and he cooks there. And you can tell I've not been because I have no idea what it is. They won't let me go for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm going to introduce our chef. Here he is. Give it up for our special guest, Marcel. Hello, everyone. Good morning, chef. How are you?
Definitely good.
Yeah.
It's a pleasure being here today. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Hopefully it's not once in a lifetime, but it's the first time. So I'm coming from California, Club 33, Disneyland Resort. It's a private exclusive club. We do a lot of great things there. He's been trying to get in for a while now, right? And we don't let his kind in there, so.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna sneak in one day.
You know what? I'm gonna get you in. That's what I'm gonna do. So today we're gonna do a simple recipe. You can do it at home. You can prepare it in advance, so it isn't a lot of legwork when the actual day comes where you have to have a dinner party or just cook for one of your loved ones. So today we're going to do a falafel spiced crab cake. We're going to serve it with a lemon mousseline. We're going to top it with a little asparagus foam, and then we're going to do like a little fresh salad. A lot of things I show you today, there's a lot of different methods that you can go about doing it. So I just got done prepping it all for you today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk you through most of it, and then definitely feel free to ask questions and things like that. And again, if I say maybe like jumbo lump blue crab, and that's not an item that you can get. Sub it for whatever crab you've been buying or things like that. So the cooking's real fun and easy, and it shouldn't be stressful. And that's why a lot of the recipes that you have in front of you today, you can make it in advance, store it in your refrigerator, and then when you're ready to use it, it's real easy. You have a clean kitchen, you know. So today we're going to start off with some jumbo lump crab, and then we also have some chickpeas or garbanzo beans, and that's what's going to make your falafel. So it's almost like a two-part dish. You're going to get your crab mix, and you're going to season your crab mix, and then you're going to get your garbanzo beans, and you're going to make your falafel, and then we're going to incorporate those together. Okay, so crab meat's real simple. Pick it, make sure there's no shells in it, and put it off to the side, put it in the refrigerator. And the main portion is the falafel. And with the falafel, you just want to get some garbanzo beans. You can get the dried. Canned also work really great. If you're going to use a can, make sure you rinse them really well. And then you can use a food processor for that, or you could do what I did this morning, and I kind of took like a back of a soup bowl and kind of crushed them in the bowl. Okay, and so you don't need any heavy crazy equipment. And it's really about all the spice. So we're gonna put some garlic in there. Okay, so here we have the garbanzo bean, and then we're going to use some garlic. I got to tell you, this is the first demo of the week. This is actually my very first demo of of a cruise ship. So I don't. Oh, thank you. but I don't have a lot of my mise en place. I would show you how to cut this garlic, but I don't have a cutting board or knife with me. And they wouldn't let me take my little knife that I normally have in my pocket on board. Oh, great. Okay, so this is perfect. See that? Okay, that's a Disney magic, right? Yeah, it's definitely mise en place.
Ross brings everything we need. It's fine.
Okay, so with the garlic, it really kind of depends on how much you want to use. With the falafel, it's normally pretty heavily populated with garlic, so you definitely want to get a nice chunk in there, you know, and maybe 1 to 2 cloves to a cup of garbanzo bean, and then we're gonna do excuse me.
I'm sorry, but going back just a little bit, these beans the garbanzo beans that you have in there, they're already prepped. They're not like the hard dry beans, right?
Correct. Correct. Today we use the canned beans.
So
if you are going to use the hard garbanzo beans, just go ahead and soak them overnight in cold water.
Okay.
Discard the water and then start them in cold water, and you're probably going to cook them for about 35 to 40 minutes in salted water.
But the can works fine. That's
the can's great because it still has a nice bite.
Okay.
Like a lot of the canned ingredients, you don't get the right consistency, but with the garbanzo bean, you really have a nice bite on it.
Okay.
Okay, so with the spices today, we're going to use a mixture of coriander, cumin, fennel seed. There's a touch of cayenne. We're going to use some black pepper. What I like to do with the seeds is instead of buying the spices kind of already in the jars, already done for you, it's a lot better to get the seeds. And then with the seeds, you have the liberty to use a really fresh ingredient. So just like the aroma is better and the flavor is better in the product that you're making. So with those seeds, the best thing to do is like kind of slightly toast them, and then I don't know if you've seen the coffee grinders, if people use the coffee grinders, but what we do at the club is we have a specific coffee grinders for certain spices and then also certain spice combos. So definitely we have one for the white pepper and the black pepper, and then we have like a shellfish spice. We actually do this spice here because I like to kind of incorporate a lot of Mediterranean seasonings into the dishes there. So we would take the fennel seed, the cumin, and the coriander, and we would lightly toast that. Let it cool slightly, just because all the oil's in there it's gonna bind together if you do it too fast. And then just get the coffee grinder, kind of blend it up, and then that's your spice. And then that can sit on your shelf for 2 to 3 weeks, and it'll be great. You know, when you buy those things, I think they're sitting in there for a couple years before you actually get it. So it's a lot better to get that seed.
Can you use a mortar and pestle? That's how I used to do it.
Yes. You might have seeds all over the place just because they're still going to be a little tough. So the coffee grinders, I think they're at like Target for like $7-8 or something, and you know they have the Krupp and all the other ones.
Yeah.
So it's an investment, but it's a really good tool in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay, and then so we're gonna get those spices in here. We have the coriander, which is like a parsley flavor. You have the cumin. If anybody knows cumin, you know it's one of those things. Either you love it or you hate it. And as long as you get the right amount in there, maybe somebody won't even know that you're cooking with it, but it will definitely come out in that dish. We have the black pepper. We have some cayenne pepper. And then fennel seed I couldn't get today, so what I did was we have some fresh fennel that we're gonna incorporate in the dish. And that's the great thing about cooking. You know, if you don't have something, you can sub it with a different ingredient, or not even a different ingredient, but you can utilize that different ingredient in ways that aren't on the recipe book. You know, sometimes the recipe books, it's your interpretation, and definitely feel free to do whatever. Do you have the recipes in front of you, correct? Okay, yeah. Feel free to do whatever you want with them. And that's what's fun about cooking. So, okay, we have these ingredients in here. We're going to get some chopped green onion and chopped cilantro. We're going to incorporate all that in there. And then we're just going to mix it around really well. And then always check your seasonings. Kosher salt is a really great salt to use. It's just because the granulators, the granules are a lot bigger, so you know exactly how much you're putting in there. And plus, this kosher salt, it doesn't have any of those food additives in there. Okay, we have that in there. We're going to do the binder in the egg binder. It's definitely safe, and I think I mean nowadays a lot of the food products you're getting, even pork is really safe nowadays. So, anyways, you got the egg in there. We're gonna do a little panko breadcrumbs in there, and that's also gonna be a nice little binder. And then we're gonna fold in some of the crab meat in there. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer into here, so I can actually have a true mixing bowl. Okay. And now you have this, and a secret about making crab cakes is, I know on the East Coast, we never put breadcrumbs in our crab at all. And what we used to do was, we used to just get the crab, we used to make the patties, we used to get them nice and cold, and then we used to take them back out again, and then cook them. And the cold just really solidifies it. So if you ever hear like breadless crab cakes and things like that, that's all they're doing, and it comes out a lot better because you have more of the product. Or if you have a dinner party for 12 and you only have a pound of crab, then maybe put some breadcrumbs in there. Okay, so oh great. Yeah, look at that. You know what? I'm not going to get your reservation. I'm going to hire you to be a dinner cook at the club.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Okay, now we have the crab right now, and we're going to put the crab in the refrigerator. So now it's time you can do all the other stuff, and then the crab's nice and cold, and then you can take it back out and do it. What we're going to do with the crab is we're going to put it through a standard breading procedure, which is just flour, egg wash, and breadcrumbs, and that's going to really hold it there together for you. So when you go to cook it, you're not in danger. You know, you won't be scared to flip it or anything like that because it's really going to hold together really well for you. The sauce we're making today is a lemon mousseline. Okay, and how many people have a blender at home? Okay, perfect. I could make it in a bowl for you and show you how that goes. I would just need a whisk. Okay, so to make this lemon mousseline, it's one of the simplest recipes you can make. Let's call this the blender, yeah. And you're gonna crack 2 eggs. Now, eggs is a natural binder, and so is Dijon mustard. So we're gonna add both of those in there, and that's what's really gonna combine it for you. Okay, so we have eggs, we have your mustard in there. We're going to use some freshly squeezed lemon juice. You can also use the lemon juice that's already kind of juiced for you. And we have that in there. We're going to put a touch of salt and pepper. We're also going to put definitely, if you're using the lemon juice that's kind of already pre-squeezed for you, you definitely want to use a little granulated sugar in there, just because it has a little more bite. It's a little more bitter. So once we have all these ingredients, what you're going to do with the blender is just kind of make sure you have the top on there, and you're just going to kind of pulse it. Once it's already combined, Now you're just going to turn it on low, and you're going to take whatever kind of oil you use at home. Try not to use olive oil because it's probably going to overpower the lemon, like a canola oil or a vegetable oil, something real moderate. And then you're just going to kind of slowly drizzle that into the blender, and you're going to see as the blender fills up, it's going to thicken for you. Say if it's getting a little too thick before you're at the top and you want more, just kind of thin it down with a little water. And water is great because the water actually helps it bind also, and who knows why, but it does. And use a little water in there, and then just keep adding your oil until you get nice and thick. And then this can stay good for about 2 weeks in your fridge. So maybe use it for the crab cakes one night, and then maybe use it as like a salad dressing another night. So we have your sauce. We got a really hot pan over here. We're gonna make a little salad. And with this salad, any ingredients, like any ingredients you like around the house will kind of do. Today we picked asparagus, carrots, a little green apple. The carrots are just kind of like peeled and cut the long way. The asparagus, you can cut off the tips because everybody likes tips. Well, most everybody likes tips. And then you just want to cut off the bottom of your asparagus, and it's just real fibrous, and nobody wants to eat it, And then the rubber bands, I always save the rubber bands. We use them around the kitchen a lot. So if a rubber band, I see it in the trash can, someone's in big trouble. And it's funny because the where we keep the rubber bands, it's right by my station. Because I know how much asparagus gets used, so I need to see the level go up. Some weird stuff like that. So.
Just don't put them in the salad. Gives it a weird consistency.
Okay, so we have the asparagus and the carrots in there. We're gonna do a little green apple today. You know what? If you have herbs going around the yard, cut up some herbs, throw some herbs in there. There's a little apple cider vinegar in there, which gives it a really you already have the apple in there, so it just kind of builds onto the flavor. Plus, you have a really unique bite of flavor. A little more salt in there, and then again, if you have herbs or anything like that, go ahead and utilize them. Okay, so we have the salad. I'm gonna take this salad and I'm gonna kind of preserve it on the side. We're gonna go ahead and cook the crab cake right now because the pan's nice and hot. And the crab cake, the best thing to do is just kind of form it with your hand. I did have gloves back there. Oh, we have gloves right here. Okay, and then we have an empty box of gloves. Okay, yeah. You know what? You can do something with this. Cardboard around the house, I like to keep it for the fireplace. Start the fire. If in the kitchen, if you utilize everything, you're in a lot better shape. Even the fibrous parts of the asparagus, we'll put it like in our vegetable stock and things like that. So it's just nice to use everything, and that that's kind of what it was intended for. Just to have a well run kitchen. Home or work. So I am a little picky at home also. My wife, who's sitting right over there, is really good with making sure she doesn't move my stuff around or burn my pans. Okay, so we have the crab cake right here, and if it's an appetizer, do like a little 3 or 4 ounce. If you're gonna do an entree, go like 6 or 7, and then basically you're just kind of forming it, and you're kind of cupping it, forming it, cupping it, forming it, cupping it. You just want to kind of put it on a tray, and then put it in the refrigerator for probably 20 minutes it will definitely be a big help. And then just go ahead and form the other one. And then and what I said before was a standard burn procedure, and really that's just a all-purpose flour, an egg, and with the egg you can kind of whisk in a little water into that, just so it's more pliable, and then some breadcrumb. We like using the panko breadcrumb because it's a crustless breadcrumb that's kind of freeze dried, and it's a Japanese product, and it really works well. We also use fresh breadcrumbs and all that, but the panko really works wonders. Okay. Oh, great. Okay, and then so now we have the crab cake, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to burn this guy because I don't have any oil, but I want to maybe get the aromas around the room a little. Okay, and then it looks like it's coming around now. Oh, we also made an asparagus foam. Okay, and with the foam, there's a product on the market now. It's been on the market forever, but I think it's getting more popular now. And it's those whipped cream canisters, and I think it's like an ISI or something like that. And you put CO2 chargers in it. I like that thing so much. We have a bunch of different foams, and if you come to the demo on Saturday, we're going to be doing a horseradish one. Today we did for you a asparagus, and it's a really simple to make, and that thing you can put away and use that whenever you like. To make that, again, you're going to take out that bar blender. Bar blender we also use a lot. I mean, it's so great because the circumference on the bottom is small enough where you only need to make for 6 or 8. With those big kitchen ingredients, the blade and the liquid is going to get all over the place. So a bar blender kind of keeps it all in there. Okay, so with that, you're going to take the asparagus. You're just going to kind of cut it up. Always keep the tips for presentation. So you probably just want to use the middle part of it, and you definitely want to blanch off. Probably one bunch. I'm sorry. Blanching off is basically just getting it in some hot salted water, cooking it up. You don't have to cool it. You can put it directly in the blender. You want to heat up a little heavy cream on the side. And then you're going to put the heavy cream in there with your asparagus. So now in the blender you have your asparagus and you have your heavy cream. Okay, you want to add a touch of salt and pepper to it, and then we're gonna cover it up and we're gonna blend it. You're gonna see a little spinach in the recipe. In the spinach, the fresh spinach, it carries a lot of chlorophyll, and it's gonna give you that nice green bright color. So we're gonna put some spinach in there also with the asparagus and with the heavy cream. Okay, and then once that's all blended up, we're gonna strain it. So again, it isn't fibrous and you don't have a lot of pieces in your mouth. It's gonna come really thin for you. Okay, and then with the CO2, we didn't have a CO2 today. So what we did was we made a little whipped cream on the side, and we kind of folded in our foam. And I know I put crazy stuff on the thing. I put xanthan gum and things like that, but you don't need it. If you are going to use the xanthan gum, use half and half. So it isn't as thick. The reason I put the xanthan gum is because it's a pretty readily available. There's a lot of places online you can get it and things like that. And what I like about that is that it doesn't add any kind of flavors to your thing. It's only a stabilizer, and what it does is once you foam it out of the foamer, it's gonna last a lot longer. If we're just making this puree and kind of adding it to the whipped cream, you're only going to get like a 5-minute shelf life on it compared to about 20 minutes on the foam. And then also with the xanthan gum, you can turn the dish upside down and it's hanging down. So just xanthan gum's fun if you guys want to get into that. And you know what I see on the Food Network so much, like of course it's going to get more popular in the stores. So I just wanted to throw that out there, and then also we're going to be working with the xanthan gum on the entree portion of the cruise. So that's out there. Let's see.
I have no idea what that is.
You know, it isn't a natural ingredient because you have to add nitrous oxygen to it to kind of form it into that powder that it is. But again, you know, if you just say xanthan gum, people are going to know what you're looking for. You know, and there's a bunch of different gums out there, and I've never had any. I could never get any of them to work. But xanthan gum is an easy sell because it works really well. Okay, so plate up time. You know, it's really up to you. You can dish it up however you like. And again, you know, you just kind of get the sauce on there. You got the lemon mousseline on there, right? And then you got your salad on there. You got your crab cakes. You just want to garnish a little. Again, it's an appetizer, so we're not going to get crazy with like a lot of starches involved. Plus, you know, the garbanzo beans is starch, so it's still pretty meaty, and it will definitely be the right thing for an appetizer. And then let's see, we covered four things already, right? We covered the crab cakes, the lemon mousseline, the asparagus foam, and the summer salad. Yes. Okay. Good. Perfect. Is there any questions on? Okay.
So, I know you said it, I'm sorry. How far ahead can you prepare this and serve it, or do you serve it hot?
The crab cakes?
Yes.
Okay, with the crab cakes, you can make your mixture even 2 to 3 days in advance, as long as it's covered in your refrigerator. Once you make the patties and once you cook it, you want to serve it immediately.
Okay, serve it hot.
You want it to be nice and hot.
Okay.
Okay, so what we'll do, we'll pass over to Ross, who is one of our wine experts. He's going to talk about the wine he's paired with the dish this morning. And then if you do come up with any other questions, we'll bring our chef back up here and you can ask them then. But we'll pass over to Ross for now whilst you guys have a think.
Good morning. How's everybody? Are you okay? Do you enjoy the food? Okay. Well, basically, I'm part of a very small team. Not in height, apart from Letitia. There's me, Letitia from the Philippines. I'm from England. You've got Carlos from Mexico. And then, has anyone been to Palo last night? Okay, did you see Becky in a gold vest? Yeah. Well, she's up there. She's our head sommelier. She's in charge. She cracks the whip. Yeah, she's quite tough, but anyway. So we're a very small team. We're the only team on the ship that can drink alcohol. Is that a good thing? Yeah. Even the captain can't do that, but I can. Okay. So what we're trying to do with the food, we're trying to make a pairing. So you don't want to overpower the chef's food because he's just put in a lot of effort to make a very nice dish. He's done that, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So you don't want to have a wine that's going to kill his dish because these pans are quite hot and he might throw them at me. So I don't. And he's got big knives. Okay. So we've gone for a nice fruity wine. I'm not sure if anyone's got any food left, but if you were to have the fish, the wine we chose, did anybody guess what it was? Yep. Someone over there got it. Sauvignon Blanc. We chose that because it's a light fruity wine. So it's not going to overpower the light fish, because crab is quite a light fish. It's not a heavy fatty fish like salmon, which you could use like a heavier wine like a Chardonnay. So the Sauvignon Blanc, it's like squeezing the lemon on the fish. So instead of squeezing the lemon, you have a sip of wine, and it makes a perfect balance. Does everyone want to try that with a little bit of the wine, a little bit of the fish, and it should taste differently to when you had the crab on its own.
Yes.
Am I telling you correct things?
Yes.
Yes, good.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm not making things up today.
No.
Now, I'm a little bit tired. I only got here yesterday all the way from London, so you've got a special chef and me, so you're very lucky today. Has everybody enjoyed the food and the wine?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you learn anything from the chef?
Oh, yeah.
Did you learn anything from me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good. We've done a good job. I don't know where he's gone. Chef, coming back?
He's just gone to get some water.
Oh, he's gone to get some water. He's a bit hot. So, yeah, later on we do have a wine tasting. If anybody's a little bit more curious about the world of wine, and you can come and see a lovely wine team. And say thank you to the chef, because I think he's done a fantastic job.
Thank you.
Is there any other questions from you guys about the dish this morning, or?
Yes. Again, your interpretation. Sometimes we serve it if it's a hot day. We will serve it cold, and sometimes we will saute it and serve it hot. Yes.
I made a mistake of using a coffee grinder to grind spices. What is it? At least a home cook. How many coffee grinders do you need? Minimum 3, 4?
For a home cook, I'd say 2. Just go ahead with one for your coffee and one for your spice. See, in the restaurant it's a little different because there's so many food allergies that you really have to kind of keep everything separate. You're welcome.
How many coffee grinders do you guys use? I mean, for this purpose.
I will not disclose all my secrets. You know what? We have like 6 of them. You know, and a lot of we dehydrate like a lot of fruit and stuff like that, and then so we have one that we do like our bananas and our strawberries and things like that. And so it isn't like that because they wash out really easy and it doesn't pick up the scents or the flavors. So you don't have to get crazy with that, but just to kind of keep keep your peppers off to one side, keep the fruits and stuff like that. Yes.
On the vegetable salad, the fennel bottle, how did you cut that up for making?
Okay, with a fennel bowl, you want to kind of take off the stems. You can use that green on top for like a substitute for dill and stuff like that. And then you just want to cut it in half, and then you want to kind of core out that bottom base there. And then once you have that, now you have a half a fennel, and then you're just kind of flipping it over so it's flat on your cutting board, and then you just want to do some nice slivers. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry.
Suggestions of what else to use besides asparagus and spinach and water combination?
Oh yeah, I mean it's I don't know if it's a winter time. Maybe I would do like beans and cauliflower, or you can use broccoli and things like that. Like a lot of people aren't a favorite of celery, but I would do like a celery root salad, and then I would take fresh celery and kind of make maybe a sauce out of the celery. So it's a really what you like, and maybe what your dinner guests like. So maybe you can try to get some likes and dislikes even before they show up. So then they're really amazed that, oh wow, they had this for me. Thank you.
Okay, so for now, I'd like to have a round of applause for our chef. We do hope to see you all back here again for the next Art of Entertaining. And at the moment, I think you could host your own cooking show. And by the sounds of all the things you keep, you could have your own craft or art show as well, with all your rubber bands and cardboard around your house. You could do a double show there. But thank you so much for joining us, guys. Have a lovely afternoon around the ship, and we'll see you all soon. Bye-bye, guys.